I recently found out that my dad isn't my biological father. This is from Anonymous. He and my mom weren't able to conceive, and so they decided to have an anonymous sperm donor. I have no issue with this whatsoever. Dad is my dad, period, end of story. He raised me along with mom. I would never think of him any differently simply because I have this new information. The issue is that my dad is taking this very hard. I'm in my 30s, and he was terrified to let me know any of this. I found that I have a half sister, one whom I obviously didn't know, and my parents were forced to discuss this topic. I also feel awful that I essentially forced this information out into the open. I'm fine with never discussing this and going on like everything is normal. Is that the right thing to do? But I'm concerned my dad won't be able to. He also does not want to talk about this at all. Any advice as to what I can do for my parents, if anything? Thank you so much, Drew. Yeah, this is not your problem. This is your father's problem. It's not normal, and it's not particularly wise for him to be unable to discuss this truth with you. It may be a difficult truth. It may be difficult for him, but it's not a bad truth. It's not an evil thing. It's a perfectly reasonable, good thing. But he has a problem with it. You can't solve his problem. You can only solve your problems. You can't solve his problem. So it is not wrong to not discuss it with him, but only understand that you're not discussing it with him because he has a problem. It's not your problem. You can discuss it with anyone else you want. You don't want to torment him. At some point, it might be nice to tell him that you love him. It has made no difference to you. But if you want to discuss it with other people, go ahead. Just leave him alone because he's got a problem with it, and you can't solve that problem. Again, this is not your problem. You sound like you have a perfectly sane and rational reaction to it. You didn't do a bad thing by bringing the information to light. You're not doing a bad thing now, but don't torment him if he can't deal with it. It's he who can't deal with it. And so if you have to leave him alone, leave him alone, but feel free to explore it in any other way that you want to, because it's your life. It's something you might want to know about.